Well, back on the rat again. Farmer's told me that they've started chewing the cables on his combine, so he's asked me to come down, so I've obliged. I do know there are a few here. I've seen a few myself even during the day. So it's about 8 o'clock at the moment. Hoping to get maybe 1 or 2 during the day. If I get a safe shot, I'll use the impact. Hopefully that'll make for some good daytime footage. I know it's overkill, I'm not shooting far, but yeah, we'll see how many we get tonight. And yeah, get to double figures, consider that a good night. Here we go then, just spotted my first customers of the night. Been waiting here for just around 5-10 minutes, not long. There's around about 3 or 4 rats which keep coming and going. I've just been quiet for the last few minutes, so they just started to pop back out, so I'm hoping to get a 33.95 grain pellet at 900 feet per second flying towards a rat's head. Didn't get a chance for the second shot, they ran off. But yeah, there's about 3 or 4 there. Just thought I'd see if I can get one during the daytime with the impact, so I've got to be careful where I'm shooting just before I get my sub 12 air arms out. But yeah, that's a good one. It certainly hits with some authority, this impact with these pellets. It's a hell of a crack when it hits. The farmer told me the next day when I saw him that he just saw pieces of rat everywhere in that area that I was using my impact. But he thought it was pretty funny. So I've put the impact away. I've got 3 rats. Certainly happy with that. Time now to get my sub 12 S510 out 177 because it's just starting to get a little bit darker. So I've got my thermal here. My pod is on. Getting ready for some nighttime shooting now. I'm going to stick my laser rangefinder on. I've actually got a little adapter, so I don't need that little annoying Allen key anymore now. It's just a quick release. So hopefully this goes perfectly and flawlessly. This will just clip right on. Look at that. Oh, that's so much easier. So yeah. So we just play the waiting game again. Still a little bit of daylight, using my pod now and my sub 12 air arms. And I get the first one of the night with the pod. Pod again, but this time it's too dark, straight onto the night vision. And pop my first one for the night with the night vision. It was a bit of a slow start, but they did slowly start to come out, probably about after 11. That one actually got lucky because I missed that one. This one's less fortunate. Problem I had tonight as well was it was quite foggy. And it started to play havoc a little bit with my scope and my laser rangefinder. So I did have a couple of misses. But still, my shooting wasn't too bad. I do manage to get quite a few tonight. That's actually 12 down so far, so we're not doing too bad. It looks like I'm smashing them down here. You notice the amount of holdover that I have to use for this. This is at 7 yards. Fortunately, I have it memorised, so I can quickly just aim on to where I need to. That one's just a straight 15 yarder, so I'll know where I'm aiming for that one. You can just see it's a little bit misty in these. This is where the fog started to come into play. Got a few down so far. Bit of a slow start, waiting for darkness to come because it's taken a long time because it's summer. Once it got quite a bit darker, then they started to come out. Just come inside now because it's really foggy outside and it's fogging up my scope and my laser rangefinder. So I had to keep wiping the lens of my scope and my laser rangefinder because it just kept fogging up. It wasn't giving me the correct readings. Just come inside, let it dry off a bit, and just going to see if I can get a few more. I know what's going to happen, you know what's going to happen, because I never ever learn. That's right, another puff of hot air goes flying toward the rat's head. Fortunately, I have another magazine ready. He's brought a friend along, and I'm going to go for him. And he does a little slide down. I can see a couple here, so I'm just trying to watch it, but then this animal decides to get in my way. So off camera in a second, I do go and shoo her away when I'm trying to help her. She's gone away now, so I can concentrate and smash that one. I was hoping to get this one, but no. Couldn't quite get a clean shot on that one, so it runs away. When your nerves have been shot and you just want to boogie and you just can't get out. Go on, you can do it. There you go. Back out again. This is about 2 weeks later. Problem I had was it was foggy and it kept messing up with my scope and my laser rangefinder, so I just thought I'll call it a night for that night and I'll come back another time. Certainly got a decent amount last time actually, so just hoping for a few more and get on it. Still a bit light at the moment. I can imagine they'll start coming out soon, but it's still a little bit early. But we'll just see how it goes and play the waiting game. So I'm set up in this little area here. I noticed that they're always underneath these silos. I've seen a little bit of action. So I'm just biding my time, and here comes my first customer. Always good to get that first one. Nice clean one. Pellet straight to the head. That's one down. Looking in for number 2 now. Smack that one. And as you can tell, light is struggling a little bit with my Eagle Vision GoPro setup. Just got 2 down with my GoPro. just starting to get a little bit dark now, so I'll have to stick the pod on. But yeah, darkness starting to settle in a little bit, so just gonna see how this pans out. The Eagle Vision adapter that I use for my pod and my Eagle Vision day setup just makes things so much easier. When the light starts to drop, you just whip the day setting off my Eagle Vision, unscrew it, and then screw it back onto my pod, ready to go. That was the first visitor using my pod, but still a little bit of daylight, so it's still handling pretty well. It is starting to struggle, but this is for number 2. So that's the second one with my pod, so I've got 4 down in total. There was around 2 or 3 just walking around near me, and I just heard some squealing, and then this rat was running off. I think that's the last one now before I go straight onto full night vision mode, because that was day mode on the pod. Full on night vision now. It's got too dark, so I'm having to use the night setting. But I can easily see all these rats which are now knocking around. There's plenty for me to go at. They're all in different areas, and so I've got quite a choice to go at. And then I never learn, do I? I do it every time. Luckily, I've got a spare mag, quick load up, still in the same spot, and take that one. You can see them there where they're actually eating with the cows. So that's why I've got to control them. Sometimes you got that much choice, you don't know which one to go for, but this is an interesting 15 seconds. Things like that which give you confidence when you're shooting. 3 quick shots, all down. Now again, you got all these rats which are in the exact same position, just one after another, piling on top of each other. Simple enough, just aim on with a bit of holdover and blast them down. Even in those little tight gaps, you can still feed the pellet through. Like that one, you can see the distance where the pellet is having to go up and down. Bit of a balancing act for this one. You see me holding quite a lot of holdover at some points. That's because of how close they are. This one's perfect 15 yards. Now coming on to the last 2. I was watching this one, so managed to get that. Didn't realise there was another one to the right which appeared. So this was a nice way to end it. So I'm just trying to line myself up onto this last rat, where I'm going to call it a night. So I'm going to drop this to the floor, which I do, and that makes 55 in total. Hope you enjoyed this one, because I enjoyed shooting it.